Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by tall mountains, there lived a 25-year-old young man named David. David's mind was never at rest. Thoughts crowded his head like waves in a stormy sea. He carried regrets of the past and constant fears of the future. Because of this, he could not sleep peacefully, he forgot how to smile, and even the beauty of life seemed far away. Every day, David wished for just one thing: peace in his mind. One evening, David heard stories about a faraway village in the hills. People said that an old wise man lived there, a man who once worked as a great psychologist in the city but had left everything behind to live close to nature. Travelers said he had helped many people calm their restless minds. Hearing this, David's heart lit up with hope. Maybe, he thought, this man can help me. So, David packed a small bag and set out on a long journey. After days of walking, climbing hills, and crossing rivers, he finally reached the quiet village. At the edge of the village, he saw a small wooden house covered with greenery. On the porch, the old man sat with eyes closed, breathing calmly as if the world itself had stopped to rest. David approached and said softly, "Grandfather, my mind is restless. I cannot stop thinking. Please, can you help me?" The old man slowly opened his eyes, gave a gentle smile, and replied, "So, you seek peace? Then come, I will give you a small task." The old man led David into his small yard. There, he filled a glass with water, so full that even the slightest shake would cause it to spill. He handed the glass to David and said, "Take this glass, walk to the end of the village, and return. But remember, do not spill even a single drop." David hesitated, but he accepted the challenge. Holding the glass carefully, he began to walk. The road was noisy, children laughed and played, shopkeepers shouted, dogs barked, but David did not look left or right. His eyes stayed fixed on the glass. Step by step, he made it through and returned without spilling a drop. Excited, he said, "Grandfather, I did it. I didn't spill any water." The old man smiled and asked, "That's good, David. But tell me, did you see the children playing? Did you hear the dogs barking? Did you notice the people calling to each other?" Surprised, David shook his head. "No. I saw nothing. I only focused on the glass." The old man smiled again and said gently, "That is the secret. When your mind is full of unnecessary thoughts, it becomes heavy and restless. But when you keep your mind in the present moment, focusing only on what is in front of you, your mind becomes empty of fear, worry, and confusion. At that moment, your mind is free. You are no longer lost in the past or afraid of the future. You are simply here." David felt a deep silence within himself. For the first time in years, he felt peace, not because he had found something outside, but because he had discovered what was already inside. He bowed his head and whispered, "Grandfather, now I understand. If I want peace, I must empty my mind and stay in the present." The old man smiled warmly. Behind them, the sun was setting, painting the horizon with gold and purple. Birds flew back to their nests, and the evening breeze carried a quiet calm. David left the old man's home no longer restless. He walked back with a gentle smile, carrying a lesson that would guide him for the rest of his life. Moral of the story: peace does not come from holding on to the past or fearing the future. It comes when you empty your mind and live fully in the present moment. If you enjoyed this story, give it a like, share it with friends, and subscribe to Beyond the Horizon for more inspiring life lessons through storytelling.